Cheers. Good morning. It is what, June 25th or 6th?
26.
26. 2024. And we're in the book of the 2 Corinthians, isn't it? Chapter 2, verses 5 through 11. I'll pray and we'll get started. Lord, thanks for this time, for this new day. And hear your voice and respond and serve you. Soften our ears, Lord, to your voice this morning. Yes. Align our hearts to yours and fill us with your spirit. Amen.
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 Amen. Morning, Lauren.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Oh,
Doing all right. Okay, I'll go ahead and read through. This is a pretty short one, so we could probably do it 3 times if you want. Let me start here. So the title of this section for 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 5 through 11, forgive the sinner. Now, if anyone has caused pain, he has caused it not to me, but in some measure, not to put it too severely, all of you. For such a one, this punishment by the majority is enough. So you should rather turn to forgive and comfort him, for he may be overwhelmed by excessive sorrow. So I beg you to reaffirm your love for him, for this is why I wrote, that I might test you and know whether you are obedient in everything. Anyone whom you forgive, I also forgive. Indeed, what I have forgiven, if I have forgiven anything, has been for your sake in the presence of Christ, that we would not be outwitted by Satan, for we are not ignorant of his designs. Okay. Would like the second pass at this one.
I'll take one.
Okay.
All right. If anyone has caused grief, he has not so much grieved me as he has grieved all of you to some extent. Not to put it too severely. The punishment inflicted on him by the majority is sufficient for him. Now instead, you ought to forgive and comfort him, so that he will not be overwhelmed by excessive sorrow. I urge you, therefore, to reaffirm your love for him. The reason I wrote you was to see if you would stand the test and be obedient in everything. If you forgive anyone, I also forgive him. And what I have forgiven, if there was anything to forgive, I have forgiven in the sight of Christ for your sake, in order that Satan might not outwit us. For we are not unaware of his schemes.
Right. You guys think one more?
yeah, let me read the NAS. But if any has caused sorrow, he has caused sorrow not to me, but in some degree, in order not to say too much, to all of you. Sufficient for such one is this punishment which was inflicted by the majority, so that on the contrary, you should rather forgive and comfort him, lest somehow such a one be overwhelmed by excessive sorrow. Wherefore I urge you to reaffirm your love for him. For to this end also I wrote that I might put you to the test, whether you are obedient in all things. But whom you forgive anything, I forgive also. For indeed, what I have forgiven, if I have forgiven anything, I did it for your sake, in the presence of Christ, in order that no advantage be taken of us by Satan, for we are not ignorant of his schemes.
Okay. So what's standing out this morning?
The whole dang thing.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome. How?
Well, sort of. I'm actually right in the midst of answering this question. Or this is kind of an answer to a question that I was dealing with last night.
Okay.
Like, okay, 7 times 70, yeah, forgive limitlessly. But what if they have no intention of, like, repenting? What if they just keep doing what they've always been doing?
Then evidently you reset the clock and start the 70 times 70 over again. And believe me, much easier said than done.
Yeah.
Look, curious, how does this answer the question for you?
Well, it was a conversation I was having last night with a friend. Don't want to get into too many details just for the sake of privacy, but yeah, it was just a decision they had made that would have hurt the person that hurt them, or that will hurt the person that hurts them, because, well, they dug their own grave. This is their choice. They've never repented. So why should I have to deal with
I see.
their behavior and their